On August 20th, the official website of blackmythwukong released 2 trailers after one another, which make countless fans to be addicted. Classic and famous spider goblins were featured in one of the trailers. The previous demonstrations they released were all about fighting scenes. Now, there was a new kind of drama which depicted more about love, and the content of the drama did not explain the cause and effect. Only a fragment was released, which seems somewhat obscure, but actually contained a lot of hidden information. It left a lot of suspenses for the players. Who am I? Why am I here? Who's the elder uncle? Who's the old woman? A series of questions are waiting for us to solve. Hello everyone, welcome to Don't Be Serious, this is Yaodong. Today I'm going to do a special video to explain to you guys the latest blackmythwukong trailer as much as I can. I will share information of what I gathered and some of my thoughts regarding the several latest and the giant spider. In this video I'm gonna go through the trailer and talk about my guesses about who is me in the trailer and my assumption on the red cloth granny. By now I believe you already watched the spider's trailer. Let us recall what happened in the scenario. As it begins, the story took place in a dilapidated temple. The front page says Ruosan which was direct quoted from 西遊記 Chapter 72.
石橋高聳，潺潺流水接象溪，古樹深齊，闊闊幽禽鳴遠待。橋那邊有數泉茅屋，青青雅雅若仙屋。
Peach blossoms were in full bloom and the lights were flickering. The whole environment was a little strange. As soon as the picture turns, I was walking forward slowly, led by the woman in green. At the same time, 2 living lanterns kept shouting "Celebrate!" The woman in green shouted them shut up. The celebration stopped abruptly. It seems as if the so-called happy event was not meant to be pleasant. I followed the woman into the temple, where 2 well-dressed ladies appeared on the screen, laughing and praying to each other. As soon as they saw me, they yelled out that it was ugly. Yet at the same time, I was the person mother missed day and night. One of the ladies asked, why not let them take a bite of the good thing, me, she had caught. The woman in green explained that I was preserved for mother only. Perhaps with some resentment, the woman who spoke turned her anger to a small spider in her hand. Then came the eldest sister. From their conversations, we could learn that they did not seem to know about their mother's past. I can't pretend to know more, the younger sister said. Then her older sister comforted her by saying, none of us could possibly understand mother's feeling, as it happened way before we were even born, and we never experienced her life. She then mentioned this long-awaited marriage was just a borrowed blessing. The English line is a bit different from what the Chinese really means. Then the elder sister took me to their mother's boudoir and strictly instructed me with 2 exhorts. Mother likes to eat alone and not to look at her eyes. What she just said laid the most important clues for what's coming. With the camera turned to the roof, Mother finally came out. I saw an old woman in red coming out in a slow pace. Contrastingly, when she saw me, she did not complain like her daughters did, but was full of tolerance and joy. When she said next led to another question. The heaven was surely not for living, and the story in the trailer came to an abrupt end. Right before the end of the trailer, a gigantic spider size of a modern truck seemed to be suffering from something. Through the white hair on the spider's head, we guessed that the spider could be the old lady in red. She screamed "Run!" to the player in a rapid, frightened voice, as if she was being threatened and scared of something that the producer had decided to hide from the public at the moment. Probably the centipede demon, master of spider goblins in 西遊記. But it's hard to tell as the blackmythwukong game was said to be 500 years after the story of 西遊記. Thus, the whole ceremony scene in the trailer was believed to be a memory dates back to the 西遊記 period. Besides, the voice of the giant spider might be from a young lady. This is one of the questions left to be solved. This is the whole content of the trailer. Now let's break down the hidden details and questions you might have carefully.
天上果然不是人过的日子，能回来就好。
The heaven was surely not for living. It's good to have you back. Why she said that? Who was I that once lived in heaven, and what happened? First of all, who am I? As I mentioned, the whole ceremony scene in the trailer was probably a memory of someone back in COG. There are two conjectures about the identity of the player in the trailer. It is either Zhu Bajie or Sun Wukong. At the beginning of the trailer, the first person's angle of view is flat, the height is lower than that of the woman in green. Then the two other girls check me carefully with a lower position. So the image of me is relatively small and short. If I was a human, I would not be this short. The angle of view will not be like this. So it will not be Tang Monk. And Flower San, it is not human. You can make a bold guess. It is either Zhu Bajie or Sun Wukong. She used the adjective dumb and ugly to describe the player character, which is not suitable for describing Sun Wukong. Moreover, it is difficult to associate the small and energetic monkey from the heavy chain sound in the back soundtrack. No doubt, this description is more in line with the image characteristics of the Zhu Bajie. This speculation can also be obtained from the name of the theme song, Jie Wang. Jie refers to Bajie, Wang means silk, silk of spiders. But it does not necessarily mean that I, the protagonist, cannot be Sun Wukong. If I am playing Sun Wukong in the game, it is possible that I somehow got here and saw the memory of Zhu Bajie. As for how and why I saw the memory of Zhu Bajie, perhaps it is another suspended mystery left to us by the producers. Whether it is memory or not doesn't matter. What's truly important is that decades have passed. The story about long waiting and great love has finally been slowly uncovered. There are many guesses about the identity of the old lady in red, Zhizhu Jing. Some people think that the real identity of the old woman is a Zhizhu Jing that survived in the Pansi cave. The sisters call the old lady mother. It makes sense to think that the old lady was one of the 7 Zhizhu Jing sisters from COG who then gave birth to these young spiders. There's a scene where the eldest sister said, "By then, we were not even born. There's no way we could possibly understand mother's feelings." It marks the nature of the old lady is a spider mother. Her daughters didn't know her past but still wanted to please their mother by capturing the guy she wanted so bad for years. On the other hand, the centipede demon WuKong Jing was senior to the original spider sisters in COG, and now the young spiders call him uncle. It just made it right to believe the old lady is a Zhizhu Jing. Another guess is more imaginative. The real identity of the old woman is Chang'e. Chang'e, the fairy who lives in the Moon Palace, presents one of the most touching and sad stories in China's urban legends. Clues can be found in the song in the background. When we connect with the lyrics, this conjecture makes more sense. The Milky Way and the Palace of the Sky stand for Bajie and Chang'e. Many years ago, Marshal Tianpeng, who ruled the entire Milky Way, and Chang'e, who lived in the Palace of the Sky, fell in love with each other in the heavens, and thus violated the heaven rule. Marshal Tianpeng was demoted to the mortal realm and became a pig goblin, Zhu Bajie.
一陣騷動之後，小豬八戒終於都出世啦！
我哋睇下隻豬乸生咗幾多豬仔啊！要跪啊！每隻人一走啦！
Zhu Bajie was then ordered to protect the Tang monks' journey to the west.
運一個取經人往西天取3藏真經，以拯救世間沉淪之苦。
天地良时零落，几处离愁。
本是一株同飞鸟，余生无所求。
空把青丝等白头。
The old lady in red said the heaven was truly not a place for living. It's good to have you back. Implies that the character was once living in the heaven and fell in love with her. Plus, according to official image of the giant spider, there was a moth thing to the back of it. Corresponding 嫦娥, means moth in Chinese. One other theory is even crazier. It says that the old lady in red is neither a 蜘蛛精 nor 嫦娥. She's 不老婆婆. It means the never-aged granny. From novel 绣像传奇后西游记, a sequel to 西游记 which was also published in the Qing dynasty after 西游记. Yes, Journey to the West got a sequel. And in this sequel, 不老婆婆 admires the Monkey King so much that she always wanted to fight with him and see if her weapon can match Sun Wukong's 如意金箍棒. In 绣像传奇后西游记, many years after 西游记, the world did not become a better place after the Tang monk returned with the sutra. On the contrary, demons and goblins were all over the earth realm. A monkey named Sun Luzhen was born. Just like Sun Wukong, he was popped out from a stone. He was upset to see the world for what it was, and therefore, he decided to rewalk the journey to the west which the Sun Wukong did back in 西游记, a new journey to the west. During the new journey, he encountered the so-called 不老婆婆, who was corresponding to the spider goblins of 西游记. She was not a 蜘蛛精 but uses invincible silks as her iconic mean to trap her enemies. Connecting the words of the second sister, to capture him, even mother's treasures were put to use. What treasures could it be? Must be something valuable and powerful. Well, I'll totally put my money on the invincible silks of 不老婆婆. In this sequel, she also addressed the monkey Sun Luzhen as brother, the same as the granny in red in the trailer. In the trailer, elder sister asked the player not to look at mother's eyes, while in the novel, 不老婆婆 has a pair of really powerful eyes. The background of the sequel novel stands for the story of blackmythwukong. The producers claimed that the game was a monkey going through the journey to the west. In blackmythwukong's very first 13 minutes trailer, an elder ground deity saw the monkey character and burst out, similar, so similar.
下，丞相。
Could it be seeing the monkey reminds him of Sun Wukong in the old days? And at the end of the first trailer, Sun Wukong showed up and blocked the hit from the monkey. Aren't they just identical? What do you think? This is the end of today's video. What do you think of the identities of me and the old woman in red? Next video, I'll continue talking about the seniority order of the 6 spiders, what's wrong with Granny's eyeballs, and the possibility of who is uncle. If you enjoyed the video, hit like button and subscribe. Stay tuned at Don't Be Serious for more Chinese urban legends and Chinese mythology stories. Until then, I will see you in the myth.